Number 364, penultimate camera, the Olympus Pen F. I am so pleased to finally, I have tried very hard to obtain one of these cameras, and in the final week I finally came across one, and it worked, or is working, so I'm absolutely delighted. It's a half frame 35mm camera. It is an SLR, although it has harkings back to a viewfinder camera. Certainly the proportions of the camera, a very compact camera. So let's just go through some of the features. So it takes the Olympus Pen F mount, so can't be used with OM lenses. And I have to say, looking online, they are very expensive, these lenses. I have the 38mm 1.8 f Zucchio Auto S lens. But there is a problem with it. When I first tried it out, the film, which is a double stroke camera, so we have to wind it on twice, wouldn't release with the lens on, but would release with the lens off. So logic seemed to indicate that perhaps there was an issue with the lens, that perhaps the linkage was an issue. So I took my opportunity to perhaps try it out. There are just 3 screws here which I undid, and yes indeed, this little mechanism. So basically what I've done is I've detached it from the aperture, so I'm left with an aperture of probably 1.8, but at least I thought I could use the camera, because there's certainly a week left into the program or the project. There's no way I can source another lens in time, and I was so keen to use the camera, so I thought, okay, I'll use it at that. That's not a problem. I can control my shutter speeds here, but there is another problem as well. As a result of me putting that back or taking that out, I can't actually focus. I can only focus up to about 1.5 feet. So not only do I have a limited aperture, but I can only focus close up. So at least I can still use the camera though. And I must confess I'm quite pleased with the results with the camera. So I will have to make further investigation into this lens. I may have to go a bit further down into the lens. I'm a bit hesitant about that, but hey, what can you do? I could take it to a specialist, but that would cost more than the camera probably was purchased for. Or I get another lens, which I have seen another lens, possibly an 80 to a 50 to 80 or 90 mm lens at a very reasonable price. So I may well go down that route if I can't get on with this. Anyway, that's aside. Coming back to the camera. So very simple, very minimalistic. The mirror actually doesn't go up, it goes sideways, which hopefully I can demonstrate if I place our shutter speed, which go from 1/500th of a second down to bulb. If I put it down to a minute, let's see if we can show the mirror here. There we go. Just do it again, double stroke. So it flips that way. So the camera, all the camera's workings are obviously here, so it's kind of like, yeah, it's interesting. Probably that's what is the allure of this camera, as well as its very svelte footprint. Okay, apparently there is an attachment that you can put on here. I can't remember what it was now. Somebody perhaps correct me there. On the base we have a tripod and our little mechanism that disengages the film advance. And then on the top we just have our film counter. There is no light meter, so you are on your own, but so fully manual. A very nice weighted camera, I must say. I hope I'm not gushing too much on this camera, but I am very, very pleased to have acquired one of these so late into the project nonetheless. Our film rewind, and lift that up, and then our roll of 35mm film into it, and then you can see the half blind here, which if I put it on B, let's put it on B, shall we? Oh, that's B, there we go. Hopefully we can demonstrate. There we go. That's the half frame. Okay, that's pretty much it. The seals will have to be done. As I say, I was so keen to get out, and they were okay actually. There weren't any indications of light leak, but I will have to do that. So, hopefully get the lens fixed, otherwise it becomes a glorified camera cover. But there you go, there's the Olympus Pen F, and that has been camera number 364 of 365.